Hello, good evening, and welcome to day one of Big County Birdwatch. I knew you said Birds of Essex then. Big County Birdwatch 2024. How you doing?
Exhausted. It's day one. It's day one. We've been out since very early this morning, and
Very early. Yep, yep, definitely. I feel exactly the same. I'm shattered already.
yeah, we're out of practice. We've not done this for a year.
Hmm.
Big County Birdwatch 2024. 23's gone.
Well, it was over a year. We did it in spring last year, didn't we?
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah,
Yep,
16,
so like
18 months ago.
18 months.
Hmm,
So
hmm.
I think I'm gonna have to maybe make a robot version of me to do the last 2 days, which to be fair, it's going to walk funny and be rubbish at bird watching, so no one will know any different.
uh,
Oh
well,
goodness, right?
yeah. Good evening, everybody. Welcome
Yep,
to the. So not the Birds of Essex. It's the Big County Birdwatch Day One special.
day one. It's excellent. Yes, and we've had a good day actually, haven't we?
Hopefully, there's people watching. If you're watching, say hello in the chat because
They probably are. I'm carrying on anyway. I don't
I've
care
no
really.
idea
To
what's
be
going
fair.
on.
I'll just talk to you for half an hour, mate. That's fine. Let's just have a
Good,
chat.
good.
No, it's been a good day, hasn't it? Been really good.
It's been really nice. Weather's been amazing today.
Yep,
Um, so yeah, we had three walks, today.
we did. Yes. So we had walks in Haybridge or around Haybridge Pits with Simon Wood and Carla Davis.
Yep,
And that was at 9 o'clock this morning, I think.
yep. 9 o'clock this
Um,
morning. Yep,
and then me and you had a walk round at Gunners Park, and we met up with the lovely folk from Birdware Essex Coast. That was also at 9 o'clock. And then we went on to Wallasey, the fantastic RSPB Reserve, Wallasey Island, in the afternoon. And we were walking around there all afternoon. But the day started earlier than that, didn't it?
it did. Well, we had to. Obviously, we had to drive to, or you had to drive. You were driving today. Drive down to
Yep,
South Essex, so we had to
yep.
make the obligatory Big County Birdwatch breakfast stop.
Well, I see it's more like refueling, really. I mean, if you're going to go on a long journey and a long walk, you need to have some fuel in the tank. And what better way to do it than with one of our lovely breakfasts from, I'm not going to publish anything or do any free advertising, but I'm just going to do that. Golden Arches. Yeah. Mm. Anyway,
I'm loving it.
so that's how we started, and it was a good breakfast. We had Liz Huxley and
Yep.
Janet Avery with us, and that was good fun. And we managed to cram all of the stuff,
Can
four
I
lots of
say?
birding gear. Sorry?
Can I say?
Yeah,
It's the best McDonald's we've ever been in with the best choice of music.
it was good actually.
We had a bit of Craig David, didn't we, this morning?
We did. I don't know what
Uh,
that's. Are you doing a bit of dad dancing there under the?
yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Kate Bush, Kylie Minogue.
we did. Yeah, it
What's
was
not
good.
to like?
Big
Brilliant.
up the Rayleigh Weir McDonald's massive. It was good music, definitely.
Uh,
And yeah, so yeah, it was good. And we managed to get four lots of birding gear in the back of my tiny little Fiat Panda.
which is a feat in itself. If you've ever
And
seen Matt's car,
the boot's about this big, and we got all the stuff in it. So yeah, it was quite funny. Although we did have to kind of hold the stuff from the inside when we opened the boot to stop it from all falling out again. But there you go. Right, are people watching? I hope people are
they
watching.
are. So my iPad is not working again. But anyway, Mo Jackson's
Excellent.
watching. Hello, everybody. Richard Chu, excellent all. Evening all. Excellent day one, BCBW at Gunners Park and Wallasey. He's asking, did everyone else enjoy their day?
Oh, that's a good
Liz
question.
Huxley's watching. Evening, everyone. Dave Smith, Mark Nowers.
Hi, Mark.
Hey, Mark. He said, are things up and running? Well, obviously, yes. Jan
Well,
Lewis.
sort of.
Jan Lewis is evening, everybody. Looking forward to Ben's walk at Raynham tomorrow. He's going to bring along a prospective new member. Excellent.
Oh, excellent. Well done, Jan. Good.
And then Mark's commented again. He said, he doesn't know how we do it. He said, he's still got 3 days to go.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me, Mark. Brilliant.
We won't be like this on Monday, believe you me.
Yeah, it'll be
Brian Cox.
welcome to Big
Brian
County
Cox.
Birdwatch.
Good evening, guys. And Frankie Robertson, he said, what's up? And how was Gunners and Wallasey? Well, watch
You're
this
about to
space.
find out.
Watch this space, Frankie,
Hmm.
because we missed you today. We
We
really missed
did.
Frankie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the weather, actually, to be fair, we were really lucky with the weather because it was really foggy to start with, wasn't it? And it
yeah, it
ended
was.
up being quite nice. So, yeah, it was okay. It wasn't bad. Right, should we share some pictures?
Yep, go for it.
And as always, if anyone wants to email us tonight, any pictures you've been taking over the weekend or anything you've been doing over the weekend, let us know. You can email us at ebwstalks@gmail.com. So that's ebwstalks@gmail.com. Send them in. We'll try and show them live tonight. It's not a long show tonight. If we don't get the chance to show you stuff tonight, or if I miss it, then we'll show it tomorrow. So we might be running a day behind on some things, but we're back again tomorrow, so you haven't got long to wait.
We do. And
Okay,
also, I did it. We're going to do this every month anyway. If you're not a subscriber to our YouTube channel, click on the bell. There's a little bell underneath your thingy there. Click on that. And if you like what you see, give us a thumbs up.
yeah,
And
definitely.
all is good.
Okay, so to start with, we've got some pictures from Haybridge. So Simon and Carla were hoping to be with us, but unfortunately they've been unable to be with us this evening. But thank you very much to both of them for leading the walk around this morning. We're waiting for a summary of what they've seen. In fact, I think one or two of the people watching at the moment might have been to the walk. So if you are watching and did go to the Haybridge walk this morning, if you can maybe let us know in the chat just a summary of maybe the key species that you saw. I spoke to Tim earlier on and said that they saw all the usual sort of stuff. Um, he said one of the weirdest things they saw was a pheasant flying across the river.
Oh, okay.
Bit strange,
Good.
but I think they had the usual mix of waders and wildfowl and bits and bobs. So it'd be nice to know if anyone did go, if they're in the chat, just put a couple of key sightings. That'd be really nice. But Carla sent us in. Let me just share this. Can you see that?
Hold on. I'm looking at what I'm doing. It. Yep, it's looking good.
Oh,
Oh, that's nice.
yeah. So that's
Yes.
obviously an early morning shot down the canal by the looks of it.
And obviously, Simon and Carla didn't have very far to go this morning. They could have just like rolled out of bed and walked 50 feet to the walk.
Yeah,
Not
I'm not too jealous to be fair that they can walk to this habitat within about 2 minutes. So yeah, very nice. And then another nice view looking out over the estuary.
Oh, that's nice. It's a little bit misty first thing, wasn't it? So,
It definitely was, yeah, but it
yeah,
looks like it's clearing here. Looks like there's a few gull and a few waders on the shoreline there. Um, and then another view looking back down, and we've got what have we got there? We've got cormorants and there's
that's
some
a,
brink
that's a,
geese in there.
that's a blackback gull, I reckon, there. Oyster
Yeah,
catchers, maybe.
oyster
Yeah.
catchers, yeah. Probably a black-tailed goblet on the left there as well, in front of the oiks.
Yep. Yep.
Yep, nice, excellent. And you took a picture of the group as well, so everyone enjoying a morning's bird watching at Haybridge Pits. So
Oh, that's good.
fantastic, really good. And thanks to everyone that turned up there. And as I said, if someone can pop in the chat, just some of the key sightings, that'd be really good. And thanks again to Simon and Carla.
Absolutely.
And then
A
we
few,
went to,
oh, go
oh,
on.
sorry, go on. No, go
I was
on.
going to say, a few other people watching tonight. If I could find out how to work this computer. You carry on for a minute while
Okay.
I'm just, I've got a slight technical issue.
Well, I was going to say, yeah, so we went to Gunners Park. So we got down there about quarter to nine, 10 to 9, and got all the stuff out of the back of the car. Well, stopped it all falling out of the back of the car. And we got ready. We had a few bits flying over the car park. We had blue tit and jay, and there was robins singing and bits and bobs from the car park. And we set off on a walk because the Birds Aware Essex coast folks weren't in the car park. So we thought maybe they've already set up. So we started walking out towards the river. And as we left the car park, literally the first bird we saw was green woodpecker, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it was incredibly showy. It was amazing.
Very, very showy. We've
Yeah,
got some pictures to share in a minute. We'll do that in a second. And then we walked around and met up with the Bird Aware Essex folk. And over the morning there, they had their stand set up and they were giving away leaflets. We've got some to hand out over the rest of the weekend
yeah.
because they're part of what's called the Great Coastal Bird Watch, which is taking place at the moment. So for the next week or so, anyone that's doing any coastal bird watching, there you go. You can either submit a printed list, which Steve is beautifully demonstrating there, or you can submit via online. And I did have a leaflet, and I don't know where it is. It's probably still in the car. But basically, go to the Bird Aware Essex Coast website. All the instructions are on there, and you can send your sightings in for coastal birds. So um, you've seen something funny on the chat, haven't you?
Our grandson Will Alcorn, watching
Oh,
downstairs.
hi,
He said,
Will.
"Look, Grandpa, I'm watching. Love Will." So
How you doing? Brilliant. Yeah, it's a great coastal bird watch. Look it up, Birdware Essex Coast website, and please get involved with that as well, which is good. So, shall we share some pictures? Do you want to go first? Do
hmm,
you want to
can
do the
do.
colours?
So let me
Yep.
just share the screen.
So we had about, I think it was nearly 25 people turned up this morning for Gunners, which is fantastic. So again, big, big, big thank you for everyone who came out. There you go.
Hopefully you
Group
can
got
see
there.
that now. So
Lovely. Yep, got it.
this is a bit of a motley old crew here. So this was just taken along the seawall at Gunners this morning. Just a few of the group looking out to sea. The tide was dropping, so we had nice views of waders and stuff like that. And then I've just got
Sorry, sorry. I've got to say something before I come back on camera. I've just opened a water bottle. Right, it's on my
oh
desk.
man, hold
I've
on,
just flipped.
I'm going to
Look,
stop the share. Look at
right,
that.
I've just opened the top of this water bottle. I flipped it open, and a jet of water shot about 3 feet up in the air and has gone all down my t-shirt.
We can't take you anywhere. Your sweatshirt today was like,
That's hilarious. Yeah, I think I lent in oil on my sweatshirt this morning as I was loading the car up. I oiled the hinges on the car yesterday, and I think I must have leaned in the oil. And then I've just squirted myself with water. There you go. Fantastic. Okay.
everyone that's watching this, I
Sorry.
apologise for Matt's incompetence.
We need to get Essex Birdwatching Society bibs. I'll do a design quickly now. Probably something like that. I reckon. Just have that with the logo and just a little bib there, and that would protect me, wouldn't it? Yeah. Okay. Right. Sorry, I interrupted. Do you want to carry on?
Going back to the screen sharing again. So here's the group all down on the seawall this morning, and then we had a nice. I've just put a selection of birds in, so hopefully it will work.
Oh,
Common
lovely.
gull, nice common gull. We had some good views of common gull in flight.
Yep.
Plenty of those around, and a bit of a rubbish picture, but a kingfisher. This was
Yes.
taken down one of the ditches. That was well spotted by one of the members of the group. Wasn't close, but it was good to see.
Mm.
Brent geese. So how many Brent geese did we reckon we had?
Oh, well, I reckon that I must have seen at least 400 going past, but Paul Everett, who went a little bit further on from the rest of the group, we sort of stopped to scan and he went a bit further up to have a look. And he found about 2,000
Oh,
on the mud a bit further along. So, yeah, probably somewhere between 2,000 and 2,500 Brent geese this morning overall as a
good.
group.
It's good.
Mm.
Yeah, really good. Here's a couple of others. Actually, interesting. The one on the left is a juvenile. Um,
Yes, yes, got
no,
the sort of wing bars.
yeah,
Um,
no neck collar. Um, they've had a pretty rubbish breeding season, to be honest, and
mm,
it's very good to see a juvenile. So that was nice. These flew right past the jetty where we were on.
yep,
Uh, oyster catcher.
yes. Oh, good old carrot nose.
Yeah, good old carrot nose. So it was oyster catcher, and then a few goldfinches zipping around. This one was feeding on knapweed seeds, I think it is,
Yep.
which was nice. Here's our woody woodpecker.
Woo.
This one was feeding on the. This was there like I've never seen a green woodpecker so showy.
It was very, very close, wasn't it?
It was good. Yeah, really nice. I just put this one in because I quite liked it.
Oh, hang on a minute. Sorry, I've gone off screen. Oh, yeah, I love that. That's good.
Yep. So herring
Yeah, very
gull,
nice. Very nice.
rubbish picture of a stone chat.
Ooh, I think it's a nice picture of Stone Chat.
Bird of the morning.
Met goal.
Well, it was bird of the morning.
Well,
It got trumped.
it did by local. Oh, well,
Oh, about that red-breasted merganser. Oh, I've got more sandlings. A couple of pictures of sandlings. We're almost there. These are.
our pictures are going to be very similar, actually. You do realise this, don't you? I've got some to show as well.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. And then this was bird of the morning.
Woo! That's good. Yeah, it's come out nicely.
Well done to Jan and Yakimin and my brain's gone. The other lady.
Yeah, there were three local ladies who frequently go to Gunners Park and do a lot of reporting from there as well. And we were about to go. We'd seen the kingfisher, and we thought kingfisher's a nice bird to finish the morning on. And then they said, well, there has been a really quite showy water rail recently. So we took a slight detour back to the car, and luckily, this water rail popped out, and I think there was actually two in the end, wasn't there?
There were two in the end. Yep.
Mm.
So that was
Yep,
good.
really good, really good, excellent. Well, I'll quickly rattle through
Oh,
some. These are
Judith,
obviously quite
Judith,
similar. Sorry.
Judith, Judith was the other lady. Judith.
Oh, well done, good, good.
Apologies.
Oh yeah, I've just got some pictures from this
Got
morning.
same pictures.
From this morning as well. They're going to be the same picture. So you've got a group picture of everyone looking out to sea, and then we've got a green woodpecker. Funny enough, but I've got a picture of them on the way back. So I did the picture on the way out with I carry two cameras. For most of you probably know that if you've been out with me, I carry one for like the zoomy stuff, and the other one is for normal pictures sort of thing. So I did a zoomy picture as well. Got a little bit closer with it, which was okay. Um, Brent geese obviously flying past. I think it's almost exactly the same picture as yours.
Brilliant.
Got obviously the sandling on the beach with turnstone, and we saw. I reckon we must have seen 30 or 40 sandling in total,
Yeah, it
and
was
they're
good,
brilliant.
actually, wasn't it? Yeah.
This one you can just about see the one in the middle here. He's just doing that little clockwork run that sandling do, and you can see that they don't have that rear claw on their legs. That's cool. Always good fun. That's exactly the same picture as yours, I think, of the Med goal.
Brilliant.
And I got the
Ah,
two breakings a bit later on. So you on this one, you can see you got the pale tips to the wing coverts. So that's another way. So I think it's the lack of the collar
yep.
and this pale barring on the wings that signify a young bird. And you can see the clear difference with the adult next to it. So that's quite nice to see that.
Nice shot that is, mate. Well done.
Yep. And I think little grebes should be called fluffy bums. I think that should be their name because they've just got fluffy bums. I quite like them.
In
They,
Holland, in
yeah.
Holland, did you know
Mm.
Doodah
Doodah.
or Do? I think it's Dodar actually, but Doodah is
Not
little grebe.
dodo.
Is no Dodar or yeah, is little grebe in Dutch.
Is it really? Okay. All right. Well, a couple of dodars then. Excellent. There you go. And then again, I got a picture of the water rat as well. So yeah, it popped out and just running along the reed there. So which is quite nice. There was the two mergansers. Now I'm not sure. Are these young birds with this
I think they
marking?
are. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think they've got stripy faces, so they'll be this year's young. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. And a stone chat, different stone chat to yours. That's a male one.
nice, nice.
And then I got a picture of the group walking back to the car. There you go. Excellent. Or
That's
some of
because
the group.
we were thinking about the cafe at that moment. So
Yeah, yeah. That's why they were so far ahead of me, to be fair. We were birding and I was keeping up. And then as soon as they said food, Steve at the front there, you can't quite make it out, but he's actually running. You know, so I said food, he started running along the seawall. I couldn't believe it. Right, there you go. That's that done. Okay.
so
So
just got a couple of people watching. We've got Mark and Charlie. They were working today, so they couldn't get out with us, but they went kayaking this evening on the River Chelmer and got great views of Kingfisher.
oh, lovely. Well done. That's good.
So yeah, Frankie's looking forward to Aberdeen tomorrow. Mark Nowers, no northern water thrush today then for the Haybridge Walkers.
To be fair, we only had one thrush. We had a blackbird, and that was it. Yeah.
Yeah. Steve Entwistle's watching. Evening, Steve.
Hi, Steve. How you doing?
And then Mark's just commented. He says he's just been reading on Bird Track that there's been lots of records of hawfinch this autumn, so one to listen out for. And there's been actually been quite a few in Essex today, Mark. So I think Raynham's had 3 birds. The Nazers had hawfinch. So if you're out this weekend, keep an eye out for hawfinch.
Yeah. Yeah. Quite a big finch in flight. They got is it like a white patch on, is it on the wings or the
Yeah, they've got big white wing
Yeah.
bars, white
Yeah.
tip to the tail, and they've got this sort of tick call.
Tick. Yeah. Really high pitched.
So keep an eye out for those if you're out and about this weekend, which I hope everyone will be.
Yep. Yeah. And so yeah, we left Gunners at about 11:30ish, I think, and we decided to go around the corner to the cafe, and we drove round so it'd be easier to get back in the cars and carry on. Right. So quite easy to get to, but some of us managed to get lost on the way because, well, to be fair, you did say right, and it was actually right, straight on right. So, but anyway, we all managed to get there in the end, didn't we? And we had a lovely lunch, which was very nice. And then we bombed off to Wallasey. And I think we
Yep.
got to Wallasey about 10 to 2, I think, quarter to 2, something
Uh,
like that.
so what time were we starting? 1:30, weren't we? So,
No, didn't we start at 2?
you know, I've no idea. 2 o'clock. You're right. 2 o'clock. Do you know what? It's a blur. It's a blur. 2 o'clock. You're right.
Just nod. That's fine. Just nod. That's fine. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So yeah, we got there about quarter to 2, and parked up and got all the stuff out and so on and so forth. And I think there was 32, 33 people at
Yep.
Wallasey,
Yep.
which was a really nice turnout. So again, huge thanks to everyone that followed us across from Gunners, and a big thank you to everyone that came to Wallasey itself, because it's not the easiest of places to get to. It's a bit out on a limb, but it's kind of worth going to, isn't it? Because we did get some nice birds there.
Yep. So if you haven't been before, it's well worth. It's a newish RSPB site,
Hmm.
huge site. I mean, you could spend the day there very easily and not even touch the surface. Um, yeah, I wasn't sure quite how it was going to fit in, like in October, because it's very much well, it's an all year round place, but October can be a bit quiet there. But actually, it was brilliant.
Yeah, it was good. And we sort of started off, we sort of intended to head out towards the Hyde and the middle part of the reserve, but just going along that first path from the car park, we kept stopping because we kept seeing stuff.
Yeah,
There was skylarks and meadow pipits and kestrels. There must have been at least 8 or 10 kestrels there. We picked up marsh harrier from the car park straight away. A lovely male marsh harrier flew past. Nice binocular views. There were stone chats popping up everywhere. The waders calling and flying in the distance. Loads of shell duck. Yeah, it was just really good numbers and a good variety of birds. And then we were walking out to the middle, and well, we found a rather nice bit. In fact, should we share a picture? Have you got a picture?
yeah. I've got some pictures. Yeah, I can go for some pictures. I'll just share screen again. Little selection of pickies. So hopefully you can see that.
Probably. Hang on a minute. I'm looking at a different screen. Hold on. Hang on. Let me go back. Whoop. Yes, got the group shot.
A
Nice.
bit of a group shot, like taking sort of this was about as far as we walked along the trails. But you can see, as Matt was saying, you see that the reserve just got this rough grassland, which is home to loads of mammals, which in turn is good for birds. So um, hopefully, oh, I've got a bit of a picture of a corn bunting,
Lovely.
which was at the end of the walk.
Hmm.
But this, you spotted this, Matt. Well done.
Oh, it's a
Uh,
cracking bird, wasn't it?
yeah. So female hen harrier. So
Mm.
yeah, and we had really good views of this. It was just hunting around for ages.
Yeah, just a lovely bird. Just a tiny bit smaller than a marsh harrier, and just a little bit sort of different in flight. A little bit more direct, not quite so sort of lazy in flight. And obviously the white rump that you can see on Steve's picture there is a giveaway. And it's always really exciting to see a hen harrier, I think,
Yeah. So
particularly at distance.
you did well to spot that, which was excellent. And then
Mm.
and then you did it again at the end of the day.
Well, it wasn't me actually. It was
Oh, that's
there was an RSPB warden there. I don't know his name, unfortunately. Can you remember his name, or do you know his
no, I
name?
can't remember his name.
Yeah, but he's one of the wardens on site, and we were watching at the end and scanning the marsh, hoping for maybe a barn owl or possibly an early short-eared owl. And I heard this voice from the left of the group just casually say, "Oh, I've got a male hen harrier. Looks like a second-year bird." And this male hen harrier just ghosted into sight. And what a bird!
Yeah, really
Oh,
nice. So not a great picture because it was moving at a bit of a rate of knots. So
they're just spectacular. I mean, that's probably only the fourth one I've ever seen, fourth or fifth, I think,
okay.
male. And yeah, they're just wonderful, absolutely wonderful.
And then obviously this is the ringtail hen harrier again, female hen harrier,
Mm,
and then marsh harrier,
lovely,
and then
lovely.
a rebunting.
Fab.
That's that's me done.
Well, again,
You,
I'll quickly whiz through the ones I got from Wallasey. Um, so I stood back to take a group shot, but as I went to take the group shot, you can see in the distance there was a whole load of lapwing and starlings went up. So managed to get a group shot of everyone watching the lapwing and starlings, which was quite nice. So I quite like that. And then I got the corn bunting as well on the fence, slightly different angle.
man.
Managed to get the female hen harrier in a
Oh,
dive. Yeah, I was pleased
that's
with that.
nice. That's nice. I like that.
Yeah, quite pleased with that. came out quite nice. And then again, a very similar shot to you. I just got the male ghosting
Oh
past.
no.
And you can just see that what makes it a second year bird, I think, is that you've still got some brown again on the wing coverts here, the brown
Yeah.
tips.
Yeah.
So that's where the juvenile brown plumage is molting through. Because when the males are young, they look very similar to this, don't they?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Incredibly similar to that.
Yeah. So this brown feathering on here would be molting through, and the adult feathering is coming through and pushing it out. So yeah,
And the black trailing edge on the wing's not really black. It's a bit grey and
yeah, yeah,
or dark
yeah,
charcoaly sort of colour. That's
yeah.
a
So
nice shot. I like
that's me
that.
done. Yeah, cracking. But what I mean, seriously, we've in one day we've seen water rail and kingfisher that aren't always the easiest birds to see. We've seen. Oh, we didn't mention the peregrine, did we?
Oh no, I forgot about the peregrine.
Yeah. So Steve picked up a peregrine. He was sort of scanning again at the end from the seawall. We were all looking for something, and Steve picked out all this. Well, you picked out a lot of commotion in the distance, didn't you?
Mm. Yeah, there were just some very swarms of starlings, lapwings, plovers, and we'd seen it a few times, and it's like, well, there's got to be a raptor out there, and it was just the panic was more than what do you get for a marsh harrier or a kestrel, and then yeah, picked up a peregrine coming through, which we watched have a couple of like half-hearted stoops at the flocks, and then
Mm.
it just turned, twisted, and picked a starling out of the air, which was quite sad for the starling, but exciting for us. So
Yes. No, I must admit, it's the first time I've ever seen a peregrine catch anything. I've seen them having a go and chasing stuff and giving up.
yeah.
But yeah, it was again, it's just so quick. They flick up, they flick down, then all of a sudden it literally just stuck out a leg and plucked a starling and flew off with it. So yeah, as Steve said, not the best news in the world for the starling, but obviously everything has to live, and the peregrine at least got some food tonight. So yeah, very nice.
But yeah,
Right.
but yeah, so it's been a really good day.
Yeah, lots of good birds. I mean, we think we've seen probably in the two walks around about 75 species or so, something in that region,
It's
which
not
isn't
bad.
bad. It's not bad at all. And just to show people how you can get involved, so we've got more events coming up over the weekend, which we'll cover in a few moments. But I'm just going to try and find on the
Oh,
screen. Hold on.
Simon's available.
Oh, where? Where
He's in
were
the
there?
wait. He's entered the waiting room.
Oh, let's bring Simon in. Excellent. Here we
Should we
go.
bring Simon in
We're going to
without
bring
any
Simon in.
without any rehearsals or
And the first thing he's going to see is my stained t-shirt. Look, it's drying out gradually, but that's so funny. Here he comes, hopefully.
well, we have the technology. Yay!
Hey,
He's on.
excellent.
And Tara.
Hello.
Hello.
How are we doing?
I made it.
Well done.
There's Carla as well.
Hey, hiya. How you
Yeah, oh,
doing?
the
Good.
lighting's awful, isn't it? That proves there's
Oh,
no.
that's fine. Don't worry.
That might not even be me.
Don't worry, mate. It's an improvement. It's fine.
Yeah, that's true. Don't want to frighten too many customers.
Did you have a good morning?
Oh, the weather. I mean, I think the best thing about it initially was the weather. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Hang on, we're going to lift ourselves up a bit. Yeah, the weather was fantastic. As you obviously had as well. Lovely, still clear morning. A
Yep.
bit of a breeze later on, but yeah, it was really good. And we had a dozen customers, if you want to call them that, turn
Yep.
up, and we all had a great time. The birds were not bad. We had what do we have?
Oh, the usual.
Oh yeah, all the usual. But we had at least half a dozen.
A lot of teal.
Half a dozen bearded tit, didn't we?
Oh, yeah,
was
that's
the, was
Oh,
the main,
nice.
That was nice, doing their what they do at this time of year, bouncing high up into the sky, calling, dropping back down again, moving along. So
Oh,
they
lovely.
weren't that easy to get a good look at, but yeah, they were good. We had a very obliging kingfisher, which everyone got on to.
Excellent.
3 green shank, and all of the waders you'd expect on the estuary, really.
Yep.
No real surprises, but just a lovely morning's bird watching, really.
Nice group of avocets sitting on the other side.
Yeah.
I was just going to ask if you had avocet because we didn't see avocet at all day, did we?
Yeah, we had about we had some of them, possibly. We had about 250-ish,
Nice.
Good.
which is a nice flock.
Yeah.
They were not as the numbers weren't as great as they have been in the last month or so, actually, locally. So I don't know. Some may have just moved off as the tide had fallen and we'd missed them. So that was good. Nice big flock of golden plover.
Excellent.
That was good. That was probably, it's difficult to say,
Yeah.
700 to 1,000 possibly.
Quite a lot.
Right. Yeah.
Good number. Good
We had
number.
quite a big flock down there, actually, didn't we? In Wallasey, just quite distant, but again,
Yeah.
there were several hundred in the flock. So they're obviously all now kind of coming in for the winter, aren't they?
I think so. Yeah, we are in that slightly in betweeny time. I always think when we've got some of the arrivals in, but what you need now is some more severe weather further north and east to really push things in. So you get November can be a bit of a quiet month in Essex in some ways, but then it really starts hotting up in December. But who knows? Interestingly, Carla read that there's an awful lot of pine grosbeaks in southern Norway at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, exactly.
that could be interesting, couldn't it?
I mean,
Yeah.
there was no way that felt like end of October today, that weather.
No, I mean we were roasting. It was more like sort of September, mid-September.
Yeah. You
But
could
I
have
was
your
looking at
shorts
my
on. Yeah.
sorry, yeah.
Shorts, yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I was
to be
looking
fair,
at my
when I left the house this morning, I mean, the car was damp and it was a bit foggy, and so I had a t-shirt and a sweatshirt and a coat. And
yeah.
I kind of put them all on and put all my gear on, and we got halfway around Gunners, and I'm thinking, oh my goodness,
Yeah.
I'm boiling. Yeah.
Yeah, we did the same. But it's interesting because a couple of years ago, it was identical. I was having a look at my diary from a couple of years ago, and it was, if anything, it was even warmer.
Oh, okay.
So
we had some definite migrating red admiral as well, crossing a lot over the sea wall and heading south.
Yeah, we had a handful. Did you have good numbers of red admirals?
Half a dozen, I reckon, wasn't it?
Yeah. I think we had 3 or 4, didn't we?
Hawkers.
Yeah,
a couple of migrant hawker along the canal as we walked back. There was early on. There was a bit of. I mean, if we'd have been earlier, we'd have probably seen more. But there was a couple of hundred wood pigeon high over. Few song thrush, redwing, even blackbirds dropping out of the sky. So,
have you seen any field fare yet this year?
Not yet. No, not yet. I always tend to think of them normally as very end of the month or more likely November.
Okay.
I've always thought of them a bit later.
Okay.
But what we did have was a nice flock of linnet, about 60 linnet.
That's nice. That's good.
A good number. So
yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that was good.
Well, I know Mark's watching tonight, and we all know linnet they're notoriously difficult to catch up with, really, because of the lack of habitat and so on. So to see a 60 is really nice. Yeah,
it seems to be a good regular sight for them at this time of year round the pit. And I'm guessing you've got the seeds in the salt marshes. You've got a lot of bramble bushes. So you've got a lot of open area around that the pit as well, where there's a lot of seed lying around. So I suspect it just suits them just fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was good. It was good. Well worth doing.
Oh, fantastic. Well
worth doing. And
we've just been telling everyone we had a good time at Gunners and Wallasey. Highlights, we had a ringtail and a second-year male hen harrier.
Oh, very nice.
We saw water owl, kingfisher, peregrine. What else? We had a couple of red-breasted merganser, didn't we?
Mediterranean gull.
Mediterranean gull, obviously. Yeah. Loads of Brent geese.
Steve's favourite.
Yeah, Steve's favourite. Home chats and all sorts of things. So all the usual stuff you'd expect to see, but yeah, the hen harriers particularly were really special.
Yeah, that's a pretty reliable site these days for them, isn't it?
Yeah, good place, definitely.
Sort of almost seems to be where they go to now in Essex.
Yeah. Well, it's ideal habitat for them, I think, isn't it?
Perfect, isn't it? Yeah.
And I know Wallasey's a bit of a trek to get to, but for anyone watching that's not been, it's well worth visiting. It really
Wallasey
is
definitely. It comes into its own in a lot of ways in the winter.
Yeah.
Although spring is probably close behind. I think for anything before this time of year, you've got a spell there where it seems to be a bit quiet, in my view. Sort of from July onwards until about now, but then comes a bit alive again. It is habitat. There's a lack of bushes for holding anything there, so
Yeah, yeah, but winter particularly for the waders and
winter,
the wildfowl. Yeah,
yeah, comes into its
um,
own. So
and short-eared owls as well. So hopefully
yeah,
we'll get them soon down
yeah,
there. Fingers crossed. Yeah.
yeah. No, we had a nice early one of them
A couple of weeks ago, wasn't it?
month ago now. I reckon
Yeah.
that was at Osey Road,
Oh, nice. That's
which was
good.
nice. It was a nice early one.
Brilliant.
But yeah, it was good,
Good.
very enjoyable.
Good. Oh, well, thanks very much for doing it. And
Yeah.
obviously, again, thanks to everyone that came along on all of the walks
Yeah,
today.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
pleased to see
Um,
everyone. Yeah.
yeah. Anything in the chat, Steve?
Yeah, we've got Richard Chu. He said they had 5 species at Wallasey today. 5 raptor species. He asked us if we saw the common buzzard on the telegraph pole.
Oh, no.
No. To be fair, Richard, Matt was driving so fast, it was just a blur.
I was flying over those speed bumps. No, I wasn't.
Martin Gathercole's going to hopefully join us at Mistley in the morning if he wakes early.
Excellent.
And then Mark said that 8 o'clock is a lie-in. And then Richard Chews, we'll mention this again tomorrow night, but don't forget the clocks change tomorrow night.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
So
spring back, leap forward, fall back, isn't it?
yes, yeah.
Spring,
They go back,
spring forward,
back.
fall back. They're going back. I'm confusing everyone. It's all been a bit of a rush this evening.
Oh, tell me about it.
Yeah. But so you get an extra lay-in on Sunday morning.
Yeah, extra hour.
Hey.
Yep. Excellent. Extra hours birding.
Extra hours birding.
Yeah.
In your
maybe.
dreams, anyway.
In your dreams, yeah. Extra hours owl watching, maybe.
Yeah.
Right. So talking of the weekend, shall we share how people, first of all, actually, let's share how people can post their sightings. So for the Big County Birdwatch weekend, if you go onto our website, which is ebws.org.uk, on the home page, let me just scroll back. The first thing you see is this, and if you click on this, the right-hand one of these, it's just a page that tells you about the Big County Birdwatch. It's got a list of all of the walks, which we'll run through in a few moments. There's also a more detailed summary by clicking at the top here. And that goes down, and we then explain on each walk what we're hoping to see. And there are also links, I think, on both pages to the BCBW portal. So if you click the relevant point in the text and you then go to the actual sightings page, we have got a video on our YouTube channel from last year to show people how to use this page, because it hasn't changed from last year. It's basically the same method of entering your sightings. So you put in your postcode, the date, the start and stop time, and then you simply add in the boxes either the totals if you've done a count, or if you haven't done a count and you just want to note the species you've seen, you can just put 1 in each box. And then you go down to the bottom. Obviously, I can't do it because I haven't put anything in, but you click next, put in your details, and then you submit the sightings. And as I said, there's a short video on the YouTube channel to show you how to do that if you're not quite sure. We're not going to cover the sightings so far today because there's been a few. There's probably about 5 or 6 lots of input on, but we're going to give people a chance to put their sightings in from today, and then tomorrow we'll start looking at what's been seen so far, I think. But what we are going to do today is we're going to have a quick look at what's coming up for the whole weekend. So if I share the poster, and then Steve, because you've done this rather wonderful poster again, thank you, well done. And also, for anyone that doesn't know, Steve actually organises all of this basically. So Steve plans the timings, the locations, making sure that we're covering as much of the county as we can. Steve does all the organising with the people who volunteer to lead the walks. He arranges everything. So lots of hard work. Well done, mate. Really good work.
Well done, Steve.
Thanks,
and it's all organised very well. So yeah, do you want to run through what we got tomorrow then, Steve?
Well, so far it's organised well. I mean, it all could go horribly wrong. So yeah, tomorrow morning. So Saturday, the 26th of October. Our first walks. God, we've got an early one, 8 o'clock tomorrow at Mistley Walls with Mark Nowers from the RSPB, who's the Turtle Dove advisor. Very knowledgeable guy, expert birder. It's a jolly good bloke.
You're only saying that because he's watching. That's not what you normally say about him.
Well, I thought he might bring some pastries and coffee. That's what I'm. It's called buttering up, Matt.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yes, he's a great bloke. No, Mark is a great bloke. Actually, I've spent a lot of time with Mark recently, and the Stour area is kind of where one of the areas where Mark does a lot of work, so he knows like the area very well. And his birding skills are rather good, so we're bound to see some good stuff within there. Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, so we're just going to meet alongside the road at Misty Walls. I mean, if we'll be there early, so if you look out for a bunch of birders, come and join us. And we're going to be there for 2 hours from 8 till 10
Ish.
ish. Depends on what
What we
birds we
see.
see.
Yeah.
And then at 9:30, Ben Rumsby, one of our sort of junior members, is leading a walk for 2.5 hours at Rainham. So meet at the visitor centre or in the car park. And that should be good as well. They've had some good birds down there for the last week or two. Hawfinches, jack snipe. What else has been there?
Water pipits.
Great white egret and stuff.
Yeah, water pipits today, I think.
Today. Yeah, water pipits. Yeah, very good. And then at 10 o'clock, Society Chair Jerry Johnson will be leading a walk for 3 hours at Hanningfield. And again, details are on the screen here, but if you meet in the EWT Visitor Centre at 10, there is a charge for non-EWT members. And Jerry will be taking you around to the hides and the woodland. And that'll be good. Nice to get red-crested potsherds there and other bits and bobs. Maybe yellow-legged gull if you're lucky.
And while I remember, can I just quickly say a big thank you to EWT and RSPB? We'll thank them again later on, but thanks for advertising the events for us. They put up posters and put things on social media and stuff. So very much appreciate the effort they've put in to help this run well. So thank you.
No, thank you. Yeah, that we couldn't do it without their help. And then the last walk tomorrow is at 1:30 that Matt and I are leading at Aberton. So we'll meet everyone in the EWT Centre car park at 1:30 and then we'll finish about 4:30. And hopefully we might see the canvas back.
Fingers crossed.
There's no pressure, Matt. You've got to find that tomorrow.
It was there today, wasn't it?
I'll point out the great white egrets and stuff. I'll do that.
I'm just going to make some kind of a big black bill. I'll colour this in black and I'll find a pochard, stick it on the front. That'll do. That's fine. No one will know any different.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll look for things like blackneck grebe tomorrow. Canvas back. There'll be lots to see at Aberton tomorrow. And that's tomorrow's.
Yep, excellent. Then on Sunday, we've got Connaught Water. So Mel Shepherd-Wells is leading a walk at Connaught Water from 9 o'clock. I might have to move this actually because it's all behind the camera. There we go. Does it still look the same on your screen?
Yep, looks good.
Oh, good. That's fine. So yeah, Connaught Water, Mel Shepherd-Wells, 9 o'clock. That's postcode E47QH. Again, parking charges apply. The walk there lasts about 2.5 hours, and that's in the sort of southwest of the county, I think, Connaught Water, isn't it? Southwest?
Yes. Yeah, sort of, into metropolitan area.
Yeah, trying to cover that side of the county as well. At 9:30 on Sunday, Neil Summoner is leading a walk down at Bowers Marsh, so the RSPB Reserve down south, 2.5 hour walk. With this one, the car park at Bowers isn't open. So we're asking people to meet on the approach road on Church Road by the railway bridge. There's a few places you can pull in and park sensibly. Postcode down there is SS13 2HG. And again, Bowers is a cracking site. You can have a good walk around the scrub there. There's a great big lagoon. There's a saltwater marsh as well. And should find some good bits and pieces there. And again, Neil's a good birder, so he'll find some good stuff. We've got 2 walks at Fingering Hoe Wick, and there's going to be lots of EBWS committee members there. We're going to have some merchandise and books. And Steve, I think you've got your swallow birding stand there as well.
Our swallow birding stand will be there. We'll be flogging some holidays and day trips and stuff.
Excellent.
So yeah, we'll be there, and we're doing 2 walks, aren't we?
Yeah, we're doing one at 10:30 in the morning, one at 1:30 in the afternoon. I think each walk's going to last a couple of hours. And Fingering Hoe is one of those sites where there's such a good diversity of habitat, you really don't know what you're going to see. So we'll walk out. I presume we're going to go out to the new or the newish, the Breach, Margaret's Hide, and have a good look around there. Yep. And we'll hope to see kingfisher. We should hopefully see a raptor or 2, and lots of waders and wildfowl. So that's going to be good walks to come on. And then at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, again in the west of the county at Roding Valley Meadows, Mel Shepherd-Wells is leading his second walk of the day. So thank you very much for doing that, Mel. Another 2.5 hour walk, meeting in the car park adjacent to the David Lloyd Centre, off-roading lane. And that's postcode IG76BQ. And I don't think I've ever been here, so I'm not sure what it's like over there. Have you been there?
I've never been.
Simon, have you ever been?
Yeah, I've been there for looking for dragonflies many years ago. So it's a sort of well, I say I remember it. I can vaguely remember it as a floodplain type reserve.
Okay.
But
sounds good.
So again, this time of year should be good for waders and ducks and geese and that sort of thing. Yeah, brilliant. Okay, fantastic. So if you live in that side of the county and you're finding it a bit difficult to get over this way and go to the walks this side, 9 o'clock Connaught Water and 1 o'clock on Sunday Roding Valley Meadows. And again, huge thanks to Mel for leading both those walks, as well as Neil for leading Bowers Marsh, of course.
Yep. Yeah. What can you say?
Yeah. So into Monday, we were going to do a walk at Frinton, but people may have heard the really sad news that unfortunately our friend Paul Brayshaw passed away a week ago. So we decided as a mark of respect to cancel the walk at Frinton.
Yeah.
So we're going to go straight to the Naze, and the Naze will be starting at 9:30. And you and I will be leading a 3-hour walk around the Naze, won't we?
We will. Yeah. Yeah. And then after lunch, we'll be heading down to Holland Haven, which is only a 15-minute drive from the Naze, where we'll sort of conclude the Big County Birdwatch. But yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's just very sad that horrible news that Paul has really sadly passed away. He was obviously a huge part of the Essex birding scene and wider, further afield as well. Of the guys in Suffolk and Norfolk and on the south coast where he started, I think, didn't he? He started down in Sussex, was it?
Sussex, yeah.
And, he was an expert sea watcher. The amount of stuff that he saw in the county. I mean, you guys know more than me because you were around before he came to Essex, and he completely revolutionised the way we sea watch in the county, didn't he?
Yep.
Yeah.
So very, very shocking news, very sad, and our feelings and love and everything go out to his wife and family. It must be a very difficult time for them, and he'll be hugely missed by us all. Really will. So yeah.
Absolutely.
Right. There we go. Okay, so I think that's it for today. We've had a fantastic day's birding. We've seen some amazing birds. We've had lots and lots of people turn up, which is great. Hopefully, I don't know what the weather forecast is for tomorrow.
All right, actually, I think it might be a bit foggy in the morning.
Okay.
Dry.
Isn't there a bit of easterly tomorrow or something?
Oh, that'd be nice. That'd be nice.
There's some moth migrants. We've just had a Palpita vitrialis land on our window.
Oh, good. Oh, yeah, it's northeasterly. Yeah, northeasterly tomorrow. Very light, but
And any rain forecast or
not?
It's a bit dull, isn't it? Dull and possibly showery.
There's a 40% chance of rain at 11 o'clock in Colchester.
Well, you know what? You don't need it because when the sun came out this morning, we were actually saying it's too sunny. You can't see stuff properly. The light's not very good. So it's quite nice if the sun's behind the clouds and it is a little bit dull. The light's actually really good for birding then.
That's exactly what we were saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
So fingers crossed.
Too bright, you go home with a headache.
Yeah, definitely. So we hope that people can join us.
I was just going to say, and then tomorrow night, hopefully Ben Rumsby will be joining us, and Jerry Johnson.
Yep.
And Mark Nowers.
Yes. It's going to be a packed show tomorrow night. I don't know if there's enough room on the screen for all that lot. I might have to beat you off, Steve. Sorry.
Fine with me.
Well, in fact, tell you what, you beat me off.
No, because you're the guy that pushes all the buttons, mate. So
no, I can still press the buttons. I can just blank my screen and go and do something else. That's fine.
Okay.
No, we'll all get on. We'll all fit on.
Thanks to Simon and Carla for leading the walk this morning. That's much appreciated.
That's good fun.
Very enjoyable.
That was lovely.
Yeah, it's good fun.
Lovely people.
Yeah, we had quite a few people that came this afternoon that were saying how good it was. So
good. Yeah, we got the impression there were a few going from one to the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of, again, really good planning because, you got there and there in the morning and then there in the afternoon. So it's really good for people to be able to go.
Yeah, we were, as you would expect, overshooting on the time. And at the end we had to all run back because people were parked in the car park and getting close on the tickets.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah.
But yeah, so tomorrow we've got 8 o'clock Misty Walls. Is it 9 o'clock at Raynham? Hang on,
yes.
I've got the poster in the background here. Wait a minute. 8 o'clock Misty Walls, 9:30 at Raynham.
9:30
Sorry.
Raynham. Yep.
10 o'clock at Hanningfield and 1:30 at Abberton. So for those watching, if you can get along to one or a couple of those walks, that would be amazing to see you. If you can't, please take part in the event anyway, and you can put your sightings on. It's all on our website, and there's a YouTube video to tell you how to do it. And we'll see you all tomorrow, along with Jerry and Ben and Mark, hopefully. Should be another packed show tomorrow night.
And do you know what, Matt? For the first time in about 4 years,
we're on time.
We haven't overrun.
Are there anything in the chat?
Oh, probably about loads of stuff now. Yeah, Mark now, as he said, we'll be up at the eastern end of the walls and we may shuffle down to the quay, Mistley Quay.
Okay.
Which would be good. Frankie's going to join us on both of the walks at Fingering Hoe. He can't join us on Monday because he's going off with his mum to Shropshire.
Oh, wow. That's good.
And he's given his condolences to Paul as well.
Yeah.
Paul. And Mo Jackson says, see you guys at Mistley. So, excellent.
Fantastic. Okay.
Cool.
Good. Looking forward to it already. I'm going to try and get some sleep now. Well, I'm going to try and get some dinner first, I think. Then try and watch the end of the darts. And then they're going to try and get some sleep. But yeah, it's terrible.
Does anyone watch darts? No. Well said, Carl.
Okay. Well, you enjoy your dart-free evenings. And,
yeah, we will.
And thanks again. And we'll see everyone, hopefully, on a walk or two tomorrow.
Yeah.
Thanks very much, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Good night.
Bye.